The city had drained me, empty, lost. That's how I felt. My life, a series of dead ends. No light at the end of the tunnel, just more tunnel. Food, tasteless, came from a plastic bag. I felt like I was living in a concrete prison. One day I found myself in the countryside, drawn there I don't know why. A small cottage, nestled among trees, seemed to call out to me. An old woman greeted me, her eyes full of wisdom. "You look lost, child," she said, her voice a gentle murmur. I poured out my woes. She listened patiently, nodding slowly. "The earth provides," she said. "We've just forgotten how to listen." She introduced me to the ancient art of foraging, of finding sustenance in the wild. She showed me the secrets hidden beneath my feet. Edible plants I had walked on 1,000 times suddenly sprang to life. Each leaf, each berry held a story, a history. The old woman, my mentor, taught me how to identify, harvest and respect the land. "Spring," she explained, "brings forth tender greens. Wild garlic, its pungent aroma filling the air, added flavour to our meals. We gathered dandelion leaves, their slight bitterness a welcome contrast. Summer brought an abundance of berries, juicy blackberries, tart raspberries, each one a burst of sunshine. Autumn, a time of harvest, yielded mushrooms. Chanterelles, their golden caps peeking through fallen leaves, became a delicacy. Hazelnuts, nestled in their prickly shells, provided sustenance for the coming winter. Even winter, seemingly barren, offered up its treasures. Roots, buried deep in the earth, provided much-needed nutrition. We learned to identify the edible to avoid the toxic. Knowledge became our most valuable tool. With each passing season, I felt a shift within me. The despair I carried began to lift. The act of foraging, of connecting with the earth, nourished not just my body but my soul. I learned to walk lightly on the land, to take only what I needed, to give back, to ensure the cycle of abundance continued. The forest, once a symbol of my own darkness, became my sanctuary. The rustling leaves, the chirping birds all spoke to me. They whispered of resilience, of survival, of the interconnectedness of all things. But the old woman cautioned me. "Knowledge is power," she said, her voice firm. "Respect the power of nature." She taught me about poisonous plants, their alluring beauty masking potential danger. I learned to identify edible plants with absolute certainty. She emphasized the importance of sustainable foraging, of ensuring we left enough for wildlife and for the plants to regenerate. The lessons went beyond the practical. They delved into the spiritual, the ethical. I understood that foraging was not just about taking, but about reciprocity, about being a responsible steward of the land. My transformation was complete. I was no longer the lost soul who had stumbled upon the old woman's cottage. The emptiness had been replaced by purpose, the despair by hope. I had found solace, sustenance, and ultimately myself in the embrace of nature. If you find yourself lost, adrift in the sea of life, remember this. The earth offers a path back to yourself. Open your heart, your mind to the wisdom of the wild. Learn the ancient art of foraging. Reconnect with the rhythm of the seasons. Discover the abundance that surrounds you, but tread carefully, respectfully. For within the beauty of nature lies both nourishment and danger. Seek knowledge, embrace sustainability, and you will find yourself transformed, just as I was.